advised to take the ACT College Entry Exam sponsored by Duke University. The ACT test is usually only taken by high school juniors and seniors. These 7th grade students were selected by scoring in the top 5% in the nation on the grade level test, the state MAP test. And these particular students scored in the top 5%, and we have quite a few, so this is something to be very proud of. They are Hannah Albrecht, Hannah Bingham, Dalia Bullock, Carter Cook, Weston Delkews, Josh Hayes, Ashlyn Isabel, Carly Lumpkin, Nathan Lindley, Owen Marquardt, Jamie Morandi, Daniel Moore, Amelia Power, Enoch Oguntuase, Carly Reeves, Haley Smith, and Joel Ulrich. Our next award recipients, these following students have shown leadership this year by being chosen as student ambassadors. These students are present during student and parent assemblies, and you probably saw some as you came in this morning. They were wearing our jackets. They greet visitors when they come to campus as well as any type of ceremony. So our Student Ambassador Awards this year go to Lauren L.J. James, Weston Delkews, Hannah Lagasse, and Riley Birch. Our next award recipients will be our highest GPA in each subject area. In the area of 7th grade math, Mr. Weston Delkews for Ms. Ross. Miss Elizabeth Mize for Mr. Swayze. In language arts, Miss Roberts' class, Hannah Bingham. And for Miss Banks, and she's testing this morning, Maddox Mayo and Ethan Galloway. Students, thank you. In the area of history and social studies, the following recipients are Jamie Morandi, Chloe Kerner, and Madison Farr. In the area of science, Ms. DeBlanc. Highest average this year is Mr. Reed Hayes. And for Ms. Taylor, Maddox Mayo and Eric Wills.
They're not here. Jasper forgot, so they sent the paper to him.
In Mr. Hervey's Information Systems Award, the highest academic average in computer technology is Mr. Enoch Ogantawase. I love saying that name. And Leah Marchetta. Greatest academic gains and interventions this year in math and language arts, Ms. Esmeralda Melgar Cruz. We would like to recognize Ms. Hofer's students, and her awards are for outstanding community service. Mr. Jamar Terry Hawkins, Ms. Jaden Crowell, Mr. Draven Anderson, Mr. Hunter Schultz, and the math award goes to Mr. Draven Anderson for the paper. One student we wanted to recognize this morning was one of our students that we actually had two students, one's a 6th grader, one's a 7th grader, and they delivered the school news each morning. They did the pledge, and they were very reliable. We were very proud of them. They did an outstanding job. I think it's more personable when you have students delivering the school news instead of an adult. It's more appealing to the students. But we wanted to recognize our Bay Waveland Middle School Broadcasting Achievement Award goes to Mr. Weston Delhughes. Unfortunately, just one time he's out sick this morning, legitimately. In the area of band, Mr. Baker would like to present his band awards, and for excellence in music performance, we have Mr. Nathan Lindley. Also, Mr. Baker would like to recognize the following students. In woodwinds, most improved flute, Hannah Bingham. Highest woodwind flute award, Constance Valerides. Most improvement, Emma Duhan in clarinet. Most improved saxophone, Dalton Earp. Best saxophone, Hannah Albrecht. Area brass, best trumpet, Carter Cook. Best trumpet, Reed Hayes. Most improved in the area of French horn, Brandon Peters. Highest performance in French horn, Emma Constant. Best trombone, Nate Lindley. Best tuba, Jared Adams. Best percussion, Enoch Oguntuase. Ms. Robin Bourne is our art teacher, and she would like to recognize the following students for excellence in art. Amelia Power, Emily Collins, Shelby Dunn, Carly Forrester, and Taylor Simmons. In the area of physical education, Coach Bosarge, Weems, and Sutherland. And a lot of these teachers have classes. They teach multi-level classes. So we have Dalia Bullock, Braden Nikes, Leah Acosta, Brennan Acosta, Haley Ledette, and Ethan Kingston. Congratulations. Our next group of students that we would like to recognize are students that put in a lot of time after school to prepare for our junior youth assembly in Jackson. They actually go there and they actually write a bill and they try to get that bill passed. Of course, it's a mock. They're not actually going to, but they're learning the process of how politics work. So what they did, and we always do very phenomenal up there. The Pullens, the wife team of Mr. Pullen and Mr. Logan Pullen, who's going to the high school next year, and Miss Ashley Pullen, they do an outstanding job preparing these students for this competition. So at this time, we would like to recognize the following students: Chloe Kerner, Estella Smith, Harley Lumpkin, Riley Birch, Isaac Farr, and Weston Delhughes. The next student we would like to recognize was selected for being an exemplary example of the attributes that students should have in the classroom. This particular student shows tenacity, initiative, grace, effort, and respect. He has exceeded his teacher's expectations and exhibits high moral standards. This year's character award goes to Mr. Lauren L.J. James. The next award we would like to recognize are students that have achieved PAW status all year. The following students have achieved this, and PAW stands for positive behavior, attendance in school, and work ethic through achievement. In order to achieve this award, students must achieve an 80 or above in all academic subjects all year long in core curriculum. Students receiving this award maintained great attendance, and they also had no discipline referrals at all. So they have to achieve all three categories. For blue status, 80 and above, Leah Acosta, Stephen Bell, David Cordova, Emma Duhan, Gracie DuPont, Dalton Earp, Gabrielle Edkins, Madison Farr, Casey Forrester, Carly Forrester, Ellen Gibson, Titan Harmon, Alex Harris, Isaiah Haynes, Owen Heisel, Ethan Kingston, Braden Knobloch, Tanaya Lewis, Cadence Lyrock, Leah Marchetta, Braden Nikes, Brooklyn Rochelle, Lucas Reed, Brandon Russell, Taylor Simmons, Michael Smith, Skylar Tassin, Eric Wills, and Brody Yenawan. Those are our blue recipients. Our gold status, or the combination of gold and platinum, they will receive a medal, and they are Jared Adams, Hannah Albrecht, Hannah Bingham, Dalia Bullock, Emma Constant, Carter Cook, Sadie Evans, Isaac Barb, Addison Geisler, Dan Hammett, Joshua Hayes, Madison Hinkle, Ashlyn Isabel, Lauren L.J. James, Kiara Johnson, Chloe Kerner, Haley Ledette, Nathan Lindley, Carly Lumpkin, Owen Marquardt, Maddox Mayo, Jamie Morandi, Daniel Moore, Peyton Nelson, Enoch Oguntawase, Brennan Rayborn, Carly Reeves, Ariana Resendez, Roy Reeves, Haley Smith, Joel Ulrich, and Paul Burden. Congratulations. This particular class has nearly 180 students in it. It's one of the largest ones in our district. So it's funny because this particular class, and then the one underneath it only has like 118. So this particular year was a large year compared to next year's class. So the one student that we had that maintained all A's and also had no discipline referrals and was here on time, no unexcused absences, and he's not here today, Mr. Weston Delkeys. Sorry, but it is legitimate, he really is sick. He really is sick. Yes, he was here this morning and we had to send him home. He wasn't doing well. Sorry. The next students that we would like to recognize are our honor roll students that maintained the following GPA averages. The superintendent certificates or the superintendent awards, they maintained all A's all year. Then we will have the Alpha Awards, which is an 89.5 and above GPA, and the Beta Awards, which is a 79.5 to 89.4 GPA. This scale will change next year. Dr. Reed has increased our standards, which is a good thing. And so next year, those GPAs will be higher to maintain these awards. The superintendent's awards are Mr. Weston Delkeys, Wayne Giles, and Daniel Moore. Alpha recipients. Alpha recipients are Stephen Bell, Hannah Bingham, Delia Bullock, Riley Birch, Emily Collins, Emma Constant, Carter Cook, Emma Duhan, Shelby Dunn, Sadie Evans, Isaac Favre, Madison Favre, Addison Geisler, Dan Hammett, LJ James, Kiara Johnson, Chloe Kerner, Haley Ledette, Tanaya Lewis, Nathan Lindley, Carly Lumpkin, Cadence Larrock, Owen Marquardt, Maddox Mayo, Jamie Morandi, Peyton Nelson, Enoch Oguntlase, Amelia Power, Brooklyn Rochelle, Carly Reeves, Roy Reeves, Joel Ulrich, and Eric Wills. Our Beta recipients are the following: Brennan Rayborn, Leah Acosta, Jared Adams, Hannah Albrecht, Wyatt Barletter, David Cordova, Caden Cunningham, Aiden Delkeys, Samuel Dwyer, Dalton Earp, Ada Farr, Casey Forrester, Ellen Gibson, Alex Harris, Adriana Hawkins, Isaiah Haynes, Madison Hinkle, Owen Heisel, Ashlyn Isabel, Ethan Kingston, Braden Knobloch, Leah Marchetta, Elizabeth Mize, Braden Nikes, Natalia Penton, Alyssa Rabelais, Kayla Rando, Jesse Rigo, Ariana Resendez, Jaylee Sherman, Estella Smith, Haley Smith, Michael Smith, Constance Valadez, Paul Burden, and Brody Yanawan. Congratulations. The next students we would like to recognize are our perfect attendance awards, and these students, there was actually none in 8th grade this year, but 7th grade we had 5 recipients, and they are Mr. Stephen Bell, Dalton Earp, Kanaya Lewis, Nathan Lindley, and Enoch Oguntuwase. Congratulations. Mr. Ladner threw in this little sidebar right before the ceremony this morning, and he wanted to recognize these set of students who were in our after-school program that came. It takes a lot of tenacity to come after school and stay and spend time to actually work on areas where they felt like they needed to improve in. So we wanted to recognize these students for attending the after-school Beast Mode program. They were Corey Williams, Brennan Acosta, Addison Geisler, Jamie Morandi, Aaron Tillman, Caitlin Weaver, Tyrell Wilson, Trinity Billiot, Jamar Terry Hawkins, Esmeralda Melgar Cruz, Jameer Edwards, and Miguel Rodriguez. The next set of awards that we would like to recognize are students that achieved high academic standards as well as participating in athletics. In the middle school, as a counselor, a lot of times when I talk to students, I will say, what do you want to be? And their answer is, I want to be a basketball player. I want to be a professional football player. Guess what? Unless you make the grade, that will never come. So let me tell you, when you get to high school and you participate in sports and you are talented in any area, whether it's athletics, whether it's the arts, there's a scale that the NCAA looks at, and you must make the grade as well as perform well. So that is my spiel to you students, that if you are talented in athletics or any area, I should say, then make sure that as you go to the high school, you continue to be on those student athletic scholar athletes, because that will get you a ride to college. So we would like to recognize these students. They had a 3.0 GPA or better in every academic subject all year round. And they also participated in the following areas: Stephen Bell in football, Jalea Bullock in cheer, softball, volleyball, and soccer. Riley Birch in dance. Hayden Cunningham, football. Samuel Dwyer, football. Mr. Isaac Farr, baseball and soccer. Miss Madison Farr, softball, basketball, volleyball. Alex Harris, football and soccer. Mr. Lauren James, baseball and basketball. Haley Ledette, softball, volleyball, dance, and soccer. Tanaya Lewis, basketball. Carly Lumpkin, softball and soccer. Cadence Lyrock, dance. Daniel Moore, football. Maddox Mayo, baseball and basketball. Brooklyn Rochelle, softball. Kayla Rando, basketball. Carly Reeves, volleyball. Roy Reeves, football. Joel Ulrich, baseball and soccer. Leah Acosta, dance and soccer. Ava Farr, dance. Ellen Gibson, dance and soccer. Adriana Hawkins, volleyball and basketball. Isaiah Haynes, basketball. Madison Hinkle, dance and soccer. Ashlyn Isabel, volleyball, dance, and basketball. Ethan Kingston, baseball and soccer. Braden Nikase, baseball. Jaley Sherman, cheer and soccer. Estella Smith, volleyball. Michael Smith, football. Paul Burden, baseball and football. And Brody Yenawine, baseball. Congratulations to these students who represent our school in athletics and also make the grade. At this time, we would like to recognize the students who participated in athletics this year. We have, since this is a large class, we have a large group of athletes here, and we would like to recognize the following for first year participation. Malachi Adamo, baseball and football. Gabe Edkins, baseball. Isaac Farr, baseball and soccer. Reed Hayes, baseball. Owen Heisel, baseball and football. LJ James, baseball and basketball. Ethan Kingston, baseball and soccer. Maddox Mayo, baseball and basketball. Braden Nikase, baseball. Walker Seymour, baseball and football. Paul Burden, baseball and football. Yadrian Wavers, baseball. Brody Yenawine, baseball. Joel Ulrich, baseball and soccer. Amira Bridget, softball and cheer. Madison Barr, softball, basketball, and volleyball. Carly Lumpkin, softball and soccer. Dalia Bullock, softball, cheer, soccer, and volleyball. Haley Ledette, softball, soccer, volleyball, and dance. Madison Snowden, softball, cheer, and volleyball. Brooke Rochelle, softball. Lakeland Venable, softball. Jamari Bradley, basketball. Rashawn Cooper, basketball and football. Isaiah Cortez, basketball. Jiren Dupree, basketball and football. Ethan Galloway, basketball. Phelan George, basketball. Isaiah Haynes, basketball. Matthew McKay, basketball. Tyler Rose, basketball. Kiara Burney, basketball. Nikiria Coleman, basketball. Adriana Hawkins, basketball and volleyball. Ashlyn Isabel, basketball, dance, and volleyball. Tanaya Lewis, basketball. Leah Marchetta, basketball. Kayla Rando, basketball. Janelle Thompson, basketball. Talia Washington, basketball. Madeline Carver. Madeline Carbon, cheer. Gracie DuPont, cheer. Hannah Moss, cheer. Jaylee Sherman, cheer and soccer. Leah Acosta, dance and soccer. Riley Birch, dance. Ava Farr, dance. Ellen Gibson, dance and soccer. Madison Hinkle, dance and soccer. Cadence Lyrock, dance. Stephen Bell, football. Zyron Brown, football. Caden Cunningham, football. Sam Dwyer, football. Alex Harris, football and soccer. Hayden Hardy, football and soccer. Jake Kirby, football. Daniel Moore, football. Roy Reeves, football. Jace Sandrock, football. Michael Smith, football. Kenny Torres, football. Benny Williams, football. Tyrell Wilson, football. Brennan Acosta, soccer. David Cordova, soccer. Owen Marquardt, soccer. Zachary Wook, soccer. Victoria Avery, soccer. Hannah Lagaz, soccer. Natasha Marrero, soccer. Taylor Simmons, soccer. Jillian Calloway, volleyball. Carly Reeves, volleyball. Estella Smith, volleyball. Madison Sproles, volleyball. Congratulations to these recipients. And thank you for all the time that you put in during school and after school. And also, Nikiria Coleman, basketball. We want to recognize 4 students, Mississippi High School Activities Association. These particular students made the all-conference team, and usually what happens is the coaches in the district get together and they vote on the players that coaches are allowed to nominate, and then the coaches vote on all district. And these exceed the performance on the field and in the classroom, and they are Miss Carly Lumpkin in soccer and softball, Mississippi High School Activities Association District 4 All-Conference Team. Delia Bullock in softball. Haley Ledette in volleyball. And Madeline Snowden in volleyball. Please come forward. And congratulations. At this time, I would like to turn this over to Ms. Seymour. We have one more small award after this, but she would like to recognize a special person to Waveland Middle School.
I would like to take a minute to recognize our Parent of the Year. Our Parent of the Year is actually a Grandparent of the Year. This grandparent is here whenever we need her, and she fills our bellies with goodies just about every week of the year, with fresh baked bread. She doesn't go buy the store-bought stuff, she makes it herself. I'd like to take the time to recognize Miss Nell Walker. And to thank you on behalf of the Waveland Middle School family for all that you do for us and for our students. Eric, would you like to come up and accept this award for your grandma? One lucky young man there.
The last set of students that we like to recognize are students that have received no discipline infractions all year. And actually this tradition, and it's so funny, this tradition was started at this school by Carolyn Lee, who retired probably 10 years ago. But she was the principal here at the time that we started this tradition at this school. And now it's done throughout the district. I noticed that North Bay and also the high school does it. And what we do is we, just as testament to you for not getting written up, and this means no discipline in the classroom, nothing. We research it, so these students have not been written up or gotten a classroom infraction all year. And the teachers, if you would help distribute these, and then please stand when I call your name, and they will give you your traditional Snickers bar. If you have and Miss Gilmore wants to tell you, if you have a peanut allergy, come see me in my office and I have an alternate snack for you. Do not take the Snickers bar. I do have something for you if you have a peanut allergy. These students, please stand. Leah Acosta, Jared Adams, Hannah Albrecht, Michael Alexander, Draven Anderson, Kalia Anderson, Wyatt Barletter, Trinity Billiot, Hannah Bingham, Delia Bullock, Riley Birch, Jillian Calloway, Madeline Carvin, Javion Charles, Faith Collier, Emily Collins, Emma Constant, Carter Cook, Isaiah Cortez, Amelia Darden, Weston Delhughes, Trinity Dufresne, Emma Duhan, Shelby Dunn, Ava Farr, Isaac Farr, Madison Farr, Carly Forrester, Addison Geisler, Wayne Giles, Dan Hammett, Stuart Harrison, Madison Hinkle, LJ James, Kiara Johnson, Christian Key, Braden Knobloch, Chloe Kerner, Haley Ledette, Tanaya Lewis, Nathan Lindley, Carly Lumpkin, Cadence Lyrock, Leah Marchetta, Owen Marquardt, Maddox Mayo, Chastity McDonald, Brooklyn Malott, Jamie Morandi, Elizabeth Mize, Daniel Moore, Braden Nikase, Coriel Nelson, Gregory Knoll, Brandon Peters, Amelia Power, Alyssa Rabelais, Brennan Rayborn, Carly Reeves, Roy Reeves, Miguel Rodriguez, Walker Seymour, Jaylee Sherman, Estella Smith, Haley Smith, Maddie Snowden, Madison Sprouse, Skylar Tassin, Kenny Torres, Joel Ulrich, Constance Valderez, Lakeland Venable, Paul Vernon, Talia Washington, Corey Williams, Joshua Wilson, Eric Wills, and rounding it out is Brody Yenawine. Congratulations. And Mr. Poland, he wanted to present one final award.
All right, so I'll make this quick. We have one student who, at the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna call him out. He doesn't know it's coming. He mentioned it the other day, but I don't think he thought it was actually going to happen. So we have one student who started off with us quite rocky, with the majority of us, and he turned it around at some point. I don't know what clicked for him. Started making A's on almost everything. Actually received an award today for a subject area award. And he makes a comment in class the other day, and he goes, Mr. Pullen, what about like a comeback award or something for me? And I said, we'll see what we can do about that. I said, I'm not sure, we'll see. So if we could get Mr. Ethan Galloway up here. And we're going to get you something, you just don't know what it is. You didn't think it was going to happen?
Before we close the ceremony, I just want to say a few words. As I was standing on the stage this morning, I was reflecting on this past year and looking at every student as they pass by receiving their academic or extracurricular awards, and I was thinking to myself how blessed I've been this year. From not only the students and the hard work that was done in the classroom, outside the classroom, but the adults that are sitting in this room, including parents, our administration, and our teachers. Students, I would like you to take a moment to stand and give the adults in your life a huge round of applause. Thank you. Next year, students, you will be 8th graders. You will be the leaders of this school. And next year at this time, you will not be sitting in an award ceremony. You will be sitting in a pledge ceremony where you will sign a pledge or a promise with a witness or a sponsor that you will graduate your senior year. You have already committed to that. The adults in this room have already committed to that. You are going to sign and seal it next year. I will not be here next year, but I will be following you and will be at your graduation in 2024. I'm very proud of the hard work that has been put forth this year, and again, I've been blessed to be a part of the Waveland Middle School family. And with that, I would like to recognize two other guests that came in who are also huge supporters of not only our school here at the middle school, but also our district. That's Mayor Favre. And also school board member, Miss Ann Lathrop. Ms. Lathrop and Mr. Casey Fogg are board members, and they don't just show up monthly for their meeting. They are in our schools throughout them every month, supporting, providing love and goodies and words of encouragement to our teams on a daily and weekly basis. So we can't tell you how much we appreciate that support. Okay, and with that, we are going to close our award ceremony. Parents and friends, I would ask that you please stay seated while we have students go back to their classrooms. We would like for students to stay with us the remainder of the day, but I know some of you have plans. So if you plan on checking your student out, if you will please, once students exit, if you will go to the front foyer, Miss Loretta and Miss Sharon will be at a table there to manage checkouts in a safe, orderly fashion, so that we can ensure that every student gets back to class and those that are going to be leaving are leaving with the appropriate people. Again, I want to thank you for supporting us this morning. Have a great day. Miss Gilmore, would you please lower that music? We have some live music this morning by Mr. Carlos McKibben.
I've had to sneak in late, so I just hadn't got
Actually, this is my wife.
Hey, how are you?
This is one of our kids. We have another one up there and another one on the other school.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Oh, yes.
Good for you. Everything's good?
Everything's great.
I'm ducking under.
Oh, no. There goes Miss Lathrop.